Black, African American, colored. What does it all mean now in 2018? Sometimes it can be really confusing. It's a whole nother scene. Now, I can't lie here. Not just because of the four walls I'm in, but how it truly feels to be in the skin I was born with. If you think about it, we were born with a shade unlike many others. And among us are lights, darks, in-betweens. You know what I mean? And we're all so different. I mean, from every strand of our hair to the lines of our fingers. But there's a huge stench of a conversation that always seems to linger. Race wasn't the surprise, but it's the ways of one's heart that hid in disguise. Morals and values of why people do what they do. Some see us in a way where, unfortunately, we are just one clump of clay that no potter wanted to make because of what he foresaw us to portray. Our color made all the difference, and as a child growing up, I was always taught that that was my significance, that I was strong and powerful amongst all who saw me as, well, different. But now it feels that our significance doesn't matter anymore. Like our beautiful blend can be found down the street at the hair supply store, easy to purchase with a specific name and code. They wear us out how they want until they don't need us anymore. But the skin we are in is an authentic shade of melanin. We are priceless. And yet the system still has us thinking we are priced less. Times have changed. And the patterns of discrimination are now modified. Just look at how they advertise. The coolest monkey in the jungle. I mean, I take some offense. Placing that young boy in bondage, and apparently to them it was the perfect fit. Seems like the only names they know to call us by are ones that place them in some high authority with a whip at their side, making us come into agreement as no names, putting an X on the line as unidentified. But today, these are just unintentional accidents. Just look at the learned behavior of the one we're obligated to call president. Dusting stuff under the rug now, everyone else can get away with it? But we can no longer compromise with the stakes against our race. The way of the world saddens me because it's stuck on a roller coaster ride of ignorance, confused by the things we call injustice, and the world simply calls it a coincidence. Small incidents. It feels like we're slowly becoming extinct. Because based on stats, any black man can be shot no matter where their hands are at. We are becoming a mystery to forever be unsolved, and I'm scared to see the day where my future child questions, Mommy, is this still the month where all the black people belong? So this is a call to action. Gather your crew. Because we are a part of the history. This is what we have to do. Hold on. Hold on tight to the stories of our ancestors, of who we are and what we do, honoring the shoulders that we stand on, that we look up to, that took us to this point in our lives. It was our forefathers and mothers, their ultimate sacrifice to sit at tables and dare drink from fountains that weren't meant for us. Rosa Parks, mother of the freedom movement, secretary of the Montgomery chapter of the NAACP, became an international icon, refusing to give in for you and me, and was prepared for the heat of the hate of a simple seat. Martin Luther King, leader of the civil rights movement, helped founded the Southern Leadership Conference and led the 1955 Montgomery bus boycott, and stood at the top of the Lincoln Steps, rose up to give a speech specific enough to declare what he saw for the rest of us. Can you imagine the true possibility? This is why we can never let go of the legacy. It's not just the month to celebrate and appreciate, but become the domino effect to love and educate. We must build each other up, grabbing on tight to our brothers and sisters so that we maintain that same grace they carried before us. We must never forget the lessons, but keep them where we keep the word, hidden in our hearts that beat to the freedom drum, until thy kingdom come and thy will be done.